So if you know me, you know that I love art, and my walls display to some degree my love of art to what I can afford at the moment. And once a year, Fort Worth hosts the Main Street Arts Festival around April time, and I make purchases. And I've also met great friends out there. I truly, truly call it my mothership. And many of you know Craig Yinkst. He's become a great, great friend. And we met him, Paul and I met him in his booth at Main Street Arts Festival. A couple of years ago, there was an artist named Catherine Allen Colon. This is her gorgeous card right here. And I had seen her there before, but I had not purchased her works. And these glorious mixed media squares behind me are an example of her work. She has larger works too. And so this year, when quarantine happened, when we couldn't go to Main Street Arts, it was postponed, and people were putting their art online to sell, which I completely support. We immediately bought some things from Craig, because we would have anyway, at the festival. And then I started thinking about Catherine, because a year ago at Main Street Arts, I bought 6 of these. She has a wall full of them. They're so amazing, the topics. They're so warm and inviting, and I love things that are mosaic-like, but they could always tell a story to me. So I bought 6, and I had fully planned on adding to my collection this April. Quarantine happened, so I couldn't. So I dug through the files that I have kept of cards from artists to no avail for a while, until I stumbled upon her card. And I reached out to her and I contacted her and ordered 3 more. They arrived a couple of weeks ago. We had a great exchange. I took way longer to decide than anyone should, and she was very patient with my decision. I think I remember doing that the year I bought them in person too. And when they arrived, I rearranged and I hung them, and I want to just tell you the coolest story. A couple of things. I already owned this top half of the heart, and it just seemed like something that I needed to do to buy the bottom half. I feel like my heart has grown. A lot of things have grown in me, and maybe some completion for the next stage of my life. So I ordered the bottom half. I also ordered just recently this courthouse, because my dad, I don't know where he got this saying, don't need to know. Every time you left my dad's house, no matter where you were going, he would say, keep your eye on the courthouse. I'm not sure what he meant by it, but it came to me to mean, remember your bearings. Stay stable, keep your eye on the right things. Keep your eye on your bearings, your center, your home, your direction. So that to me is kind of my daddy, homage to my daddy, saying keep your eye on the courthouse, stay focused. You're on a path, keep going. You'll be all right, just turn around and see, there's home. Keep going forward. But then here's the coolest thing. I fell in love with this bird. This one's new. By the way, this one here represents motherhood, of course. And my daughter-in-law, Alyssa, urged me to buy that, and at that time we did not yet have Esther, but now we do. We have a grandchild. So Alyssa the other day said that used to be Joe and Sam and Noel, but now it's Esther. I love that. But here you go, this bird. Okay, you will see that Catherine has a sense of humor, and if you go to her website, if anybody wants and needs help finding her website, message me. She has a bunch of different kinds of blah blah blah. You can make your blah 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 in your arrangement. Now that might seem cynical to some people, and I believe in positivity, but for me it's really positive, because in life there is a lot of blah blah blah, and I want to have the kind of positivity that's real, that includes even the yucky bits. And so for me, putting blah blah in the middle of all this beauty just makes me laugh, and it makes me remember that life is this big picture of all the things. And however, I only bought 2 blahs last year, because I don't want to be that predictable. If you know me, you would know that that thing of blah blah, where's the third blah? I would love that. I would love people to go blah blah, what? But then 3's a good number, so I went back and forth on, do I need another blah or do I not? But I had too many others that I love. These 3 are the new ones here. And I love that descending bird. I just love that bird. I love bird murmuration. I love flocking behavior. They're complex dynamical systems that illustrate science and art at the same time. And I just love the flight of birds and had to have that. When I chose it, Catherine, who had become somewhat of a buddy through this process, messaged me and she said, "You do know that bird is a blah." And sure enough, the word blah is right behind that bird, and I did not know that. So it's so cool because I got closure, but still mystery. And it was just the coolest thing. When she told me that, I thought, how awesome is that? Blah, blah, blah. So I hope that you find ways to spread the kind of whimsy and joy that is creativity. And I hope you find ways to enjoy and support and connect with other people's creativity, because this is the kind of thing that enriches life. And every time I walk by this, it makes me increasingly happy, especially the humor of the third, maybe, blah. We have heart completion, we have keep your eye on the courthouse, we have science, we have home, we have motherhood, and then we have blah, blah, blah. Have a great day. Enjoy the beauty around you. If you're not seeing it, ask God to show you.